Hi, welcome. I am just going to give a couple more minutes or seconds here for people to come on. Welcome. We're in my dining room today. If you've joined me on any of the other lives, we've been in different parts of my house, so you're going to be able to see that. And you can also see right above me my elephant that's being reflected in the mirror there. So as we join here, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Malerie, a physician of classical Chinese medicine. Welcome to 3 healthy daily practices or habits that we really want to engage in every single day to bring ourselves into a life of more clarity, calmness, more self-awareness and awareness around ourselves, as well as in our everyday life, being able to really achieve a sense of gratitude and appreciation. And we can do that through these 3 daily habits or practices, as I really like to call them. So before we get started, let's just bring yourself into this space and put your feet on the ground, both of them. If you're sitting in a chair or if you're on the floor, feel yourself grounded. And I want you to just begin to breathe. Breathe in your nose and out your mouth. I hope not only are you in a comfortable space, but that you might have grabbed a pen and a piece of paper as well to take some notes if you would like to do that. As for reference, if you click on the little arrow below this video, I've included quite a bit of reference material. So other YouTube videos that I've done, as well as that other people have done that I reference and like to watch. So make sure that you take note of that below. And I also have a link to donations. So if you find this information useful and very informative, then feel free to donate. All the donations are going to go to a 501c3 that has yet to be determined. So they're just kind of collecting in a bucket right now. So I appreciate that. I appreciate you for donating as well. Go ahead and just continue breathing, inhaling through your nose and exhaling out your mouth. We want to put ourselves here, where we are today in this moment. You can feel yourself breathe in gratitude, joy, appreciation, a sense of knowing that the day has come to a close, and breathe out anything that is no longer serving you, whether it's a mood or an emotion, maybe some feelings that came up, a confrontation, a tough conversation, a crazy driver, whatever it might be, let that go out your mouth. There's a beautiful practice of reviewing your day, and even though this isn't one of our 3 practices today, it's nice to take yourself through that as we ground down and into the present moment here right now. So breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. I want to encourage you to smile, to just feel the freshness of your breath and feel the momentum that you're gaining, the calmness that you're feeling. We're going to be here for about 15 to 20 minutes. And I have the chat box on the screen as well, where I'll go for questions or comments afterwards. I'm open to nice constructive feedback, so feel free to bring that in. Really ground yourself down. Feel yourself on the chair or the couch or the floor, and settle in through that inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. If you'd like, you can go ahead and open your eyes if you've closed them, or feel free to close them and continue breathing, but bring your attention to not only your breath, but how the breath is moving. If you feel any sort of constriction or tightness, or you just need to in order to get some air in, and let yourself just focus there. So right now you are participating in the first daily practice, which is to breathe, to give your full undivided attention to breathing. So often we take advantage of our breath because it's part of the autonomic nervous system. It's going to happen whether or not we ask it to, and it doesn't cease until that day comes. And in being so, we can work with and control the breath in a way that's going to guide our body to tell it where we want it to go. So earlier today, I was having a busy day, I was rushing around, and I was about to transition from one thing to the next. And I said to myself, I just need a couple minutes to just breathe and let go of where I was, have appreciation for it, just kind of take a quick review of it, and then transition myself into the next part. And I did that with my breath by setting a timer for 2 minutes, and I just breathed, inhaled through my nose and exhaled out my mouth. I was somewhere very comfortable and relaxing, and I connected with this present moment. So as you do these first 2 daily practices, what we want to focus on is attention. Having a timer nearby for 30 seconds to 20 minutes, an hour, however much time you have, is going to allow your brain and body to say, okay, I really can just focus on breathing. And when that timer goes off, I'll move myself back into the life that I can see on schedule, or the next thing that I need to do. Tapping into our breath and taking time to connect with it through these transitional moments really allows for you to further connect with yourself in a calm sense. It allows you to appreciate the present moment and the people around you, and it allows you to be more aware and gathered and centered when you move into that next thing or task to do. Giving yourself this moment and setting the intention of what you want to accomplish. I want to be calm. I want to say goodbye to that person who pissed me off, or I want to just smile one more time at that kid, or what have you, and take that intention with you when you're breathing, and then set yourself off to the next. So down below there is a video that I did that is 30 seconds of transitional breathing, and it talks about when we can use those transitional moments to tap in with that daily practice of breathing. I really breathe and take these moments to connect with my breath throughout the whole day. I do it first thing in the morning, I do it in the afternoon, I do it in the evening. It's an ongoing thing for me. So as long as your attention is with your breath and your intention is there with the breath as well, you're gonna gain these immense benefits that are just gonna give you more momentum as you do it. If I'm not breathing or connecting with my breath, I know it. And what do? I come back to my breath. So let's go ahead and just take an inhale and exhale out your mouth. Maybe really push the exhale out through your mouth, or perhaps if you're in a space where you can just let your mouth completely go limp in a way with no force or pressure to shape it, and just let the air kind of seep out. So the next daily practice or habit, which I think is kind of funny that this is what we're calling them, but it catches people's eyes. So I'm going to call them practices because they really are practices. And just like any famous athlete, the more you practice, the better and more comfortable you feel in it, and the more you reap the benefits from it. The second daily practice is to stretch. And I know people are going like, oh my God, Mallory, stretching. Like, are you serious? I don't have 20 minutes. I don't have 60 minutes. Nobody's going to yoga classes anymore. I don't like doing them online. Nix that. Stretching really is allowing yourself to elongate the body. So doing a forward fold or bending over and touching your toes or putting your hands on your thighs or your shins, whatever you can reach, crossing your elbows and letting your head drape over your legs is a stretch. When I wake up in the morning, I often point my toes, flex my feet, point my toes, flex my feet, stretch back. I have a wall and a headboard behind me, but I push up against it. And then when I get out of bed, I do some twists that take me from side to side. And then I reach up and over and stretch out the sides as well. And I may even do figure 4 is what they call it in yoga, which is what stretches out your thighs and your hips. And then of course, I never miss a forward fold. If I'm doing anything, it's a forward fold. What this does, stretching on a daily basis, is not only wakes up your body and the muscular system, but when we sleep, our body compresses. Our muscles get shorter, our vertebrae in our spine actually get closer together. And the reason for this is because all those compressions are there to protect your vital organs, to keep you safe and to keep you warm. So just like when we sleep in the fetal position, our protection is within the vital organs. And this is what our innate system does to keep us safe, is compress everything in. So I'm sure this has happened to you before because it's happened to me. I'll get out of bed, I'm ready to just like spark a flame right into the next thing that I'm gonna do. And oh my gosh, I pulled my hamstring, or all of a sudden my low back hurts, or I have a crick in my neck. And because those muscles haven't been elongated, they haven't been stretched out, they haven't been decompressed. And so when we just boom, go, the muscle goes into a little bit of shock, and that's when we start to get some of these not so good muscular feelings or low back aches. So my recommendation is to definitely take some sort of stretch in the morning. And the beautiful thing about stretching is that you can take the first daily practice and incorporate it into the stretches. So when I'm doing my stretches laying in bed or doing my twists, I'll take 5 breaths to my twist. So I'll be here inhaling and exhaling 5 times, and then the other side inhaling and exhaling 5 times. Or if I'm in the forward fold, I'll take 7 breaths. Chinese medicine loves 3, 5, 7, 9. So I try to find what's going to work for me within that frame, whether I'm just like, okay, let's get these stretches over, take 3 breaths, or I want to be there a little bit longer. Okay, I've done 3, like 5 sounds really nice, and then all of a sudden I realize I'm at 9 breaths. So right there, you can incorporate that first thing in the morning. You can do it in the afternoon. You can do it in the evening. There's really I'm not here to say you have to do these habits at this time of day, and this is when you're going to get the most benefit from them. Definitely in the morning for sure, but as the day goes on, we do tend to kind of stiffen up a little bit. So I find myself stretching throughout the day, maybe just different parts of my body because I wasn't able to do a 20-minute full body stretch at one point. So keep that in mind and take the timer with you too. Take that idea. If you have, sometimes I'll have 20 minutes before patience or before moving on to the next thing, and I really do just want to get on my yoga mat and stretch, I'll set the timer for 20 minutes or 15 minutes, however much time I have. There's a really nice app, I'm sure some of you have probably heard about it, but it's called Insight Timer. And they have a lot of educational stuff. They have guided meditations. They have just timed meditations with ambient sound, and a bell goes off or a gong goes off, you choose, or a sound bowl goes off when your time is up. So that's kind of a nice way to not only track your progress of how long you've been doing these daily practices, but also to use something else that's other than like the timer on your phone. So I do have some videos linked down below for you. I've got my Qigong videos, and then I also linked to Yoga with Cassandra, who I love. She's awesome. She does unconventional yoga poses that a lot of people can do no matter what your yoga level is. And then I also linked to Yoga with Adriene. She's super popular. She was on Time magazine. She has about 7 million YouTube subscribers. She's nice because hers are very, very simple. And she does short, quick videos, 3-5 minutes. And the reason why I'm recommending these yoga videos, YouTube channels, is mainly because once you get started and know what stretches you need, then those are the ones that you're going to want to do. So like I said, I really like twists. I really like opening up my hips and my hamstrings. I like to do neck rolls and just move my shoulders. And so in practicing these different types of stretches, you're going to figure out which ones work best for you, and then take those with you throughout the day, because this is to customize for you. And just like I was saying with the breath, you want to bring your attention and your intention there. So really give your stretching your undivided attention. Relish in it, feel really good about it, and then bring your intention. What do I want to stretch? Why do I want to stretch? What part of my body needs the stretch? What needs the most attention right now? All right, so I am going to give you guys a bonus daily tip, so stick with me until the end. And with the stretching too, I just want to mention that, there's yin stretching and there's yang stretching, and yin tends to be slower, more meditative, longer holds. Yang stretching tends to be really fast, up, down, go, go, move, this, that. My suggestion would be to start more with the yin style. So I'll hold stretches, like I said, 3, 6, 9 breaths, or for a count of 20. And again, this just really helps to elongate and open up the muscles, which are going to open up the skeletal system as well. All right. So going on to our third daily practice is going to be, drum roll please, it's going to be to enjoy the sour flavor. The sour flavor is citrus fruits, grapefruits, lemons, limes, oranges, fermented foods, or anything pickled, sauerkraut, pickled pickles, cucumbers, and even pickled onions, which are my personal favorite. We as Americans simply just do not really eat the sour flavor that much. And what the sour flavor is going to do for us is it's going to help to really kind of clean and flush out our system, but it's also going to help our body to hold on to necessary fluids that we need that help to alleviate something like dehydration. So In a daily practice, I will have a glass of water and I'll squeeze some fresh lemon juice in there and enjoy that first thing in the morning. What this does is it says, hey, liver, wake up, you're gonna start processing food. And if I've slept for anywhere from 6 to 8 hours or even 5 hours, I'm dehydrated. I haven't had anything to drink for a while, so your body needs that fluid of being replenished. We are about 70% water, so we need to make sure that we're not only drinking water, but that we are drinking it with the sour flavor or getting electrolytes, because those electrolytes and the sour flavor are the key that unlock the cell door that literally flushes water in to help the cell swell and be nice and buoyant so that it can move smoothly through the body. Otherwise, it's going to be small and shriveled and it'll be like bumper cars trying to get through, which we don't want bumper cars. We want everything to be nice and swelled and plump. And that's what the sour flavor does, and other electrolytes like potassium. So in addition to the lemon water, enjoy your oranges and your grapefruits, your citrus foods. And then at night, I always have something that's either fermented or pickled with my meal. And the reason for this is because the liver is going to clean, detoxify, and replenish itself at night while you sleep. And when it has that sour flavor, it's easier and aids it in extracting toxins and waste and moving things through the liver to help not only clean it up, but get it ready for the next day. I'm not going to talk too much more about the sour flavor because I have videos linked below that I've done before on how the sour flavor relates to the liver and the gallbladder from a Chinese medicine and Western medicine perspective down below. And then there's also a video about dehydration and more information about the sour flavor as the key to the cell door. Okay, beautiful people, before we go on and I give you the bonus, let's just go ahead and take a big inhale and exhale. One more time, big inhale and exhale. I hope that most of you are thinking, gosh, this sounds pretty easy. I can do it. And I hope that that's the case. And I really hope that you watch a number of the videos that I have linked below, because you really are going to gain momentum and gain a stronger sense of enjoying life and feeling free and bountiful by simply just connecting with your breath and simply stretching and honoring your body in a way that it is something very precious and needs that stretch, needs that full oxygen, and needs that sour flavor. We're here to enjoy life. And if we are unable to slow down and not only have gratitude, but slow down and just appreciate where we've been in these small moments and where we're going to be going to next in that next minute or 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you are going to gain this sense of deep appreciation for yourself because of the attention and intentions that you're giving it when you make the choice to slow down and look around and take care of yourself, very simply. So that is the bonus daily habit or practice, which is to just slow down, do some yin yoga, set a timer, think about nothing else other than what you're doing, either your breath or your stretches or enjoying your lemon water or your orange, and only focus in on those things. Really taste the sweetness of life. Feel the bountifulness in your body when you're stretching. Feel where those aches are so that you can take note of that, to find a stretch on YouTube or to do that stretch that's going to help alleviate that ache or pain in your body, and to connect with your breath, to slow down. And maybe while you're breathing, keep your eyes open and see something around you that you've never noticed or seen before, and just take it in. Thank you so much for joining me today. These videos are for you, so I hope that you found something beneficial and that this gives you some motivation to jump on the bandwagon of momentum and just overall whole health. It's not anything that has to be complicated or serious or overthought. It just needs your attention and your intention. I, again, am Malerie. You can learn more about me at my website, which is linked below. Connect with me on social media, YouTube, here, Instagram, Facebook. All those are linked below. I am going to check out the chat box below if there is anyone that has any questions. Hi, Leslie. And I'll just give you guys a minute. If you find any videos that you like, come back to this video and link them here so that we can share them with the community. If we have an in-person familial relationship, feel free to let me know when I see you next, or shoot me an email. And you are so appreciated for being here. I hope that you take a few minutes this evening to enjoy the sour flavor, to stretch, and I will catch you next time. Bye.